Don't I have a wave? I got a point. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. That seemed a little different, but anyway. So I got a special video that I want to show you. This is a very old map that I want to show off. And we've been working on it for a bit, so this is kind of an after and before kind of map that I want to show you after, and then I got another. So this is a copy of the map before we actually done stuff on it, basically. So I want to show you this off. We've got some really cool stuff in here, and then I'm going to show you it on the improved stuff. So what we've got here is experiments and stuff like that I used to do in my factory, which is up here. Now, before you judge me, or judge me and my one friend at the time on this version, wait until you see the whole thing, what it looks like once we're done. Or should I say the after kind of thing, I guess. So we lived in a village, and there was another village right next to it, and eventually we put a bridge, as you can tell. And yes, before you say that, I was at the time building the same trail building. What we use it now for is probably just a random building that we never actually gets used, to be honest, but it's there, I guess. It's on the world. Alright, so I'm going to show you the main buildings, I guess, that we have in the village, and then that I know that have been changed. So this is welcome to Trinity Rock Town Hall. Okay, so this is the reception area while we wait, and then this is like the town hall meeting area, which don't ask me why the mayor has a massive throne, but it's cool. So this was a map back on the 360 to put it in respective to people. We used to do roleplay kinda on here. As the creeper, that's why I'm dressed as it, because we've started doing it again on the newer version of this map, really, which is the same map just copied over, and then we've improved it in creative. Because this version was all done in survival, even the statues and the massive buildings. Before you ask, so yeah, 100% did work, because we didn't have, as far as I'm aware, creative wasn't a thing back then. Yeah, anyway. So a lot of places that are going into the village, which I've just come from actually, have I can't remember what I was going to say. Have zombie spawners. Well, not zombie spawners. Have zombie traps to trap zombies, or villager zombies to turn them into villagers. Because that's what we used to do before we had creative, so we could just spawn the eggs. So this was the famous bridge. We haven't touched it. I don't know if we will, to be honest, because it's kind of like some things I don't want to be touched, or I don't want to get changed, because just memories, I suppose. So yeah, this was the docks and that, and this part of the town, this desert town, is the cheap, poor town, kind of. This is a boat that got started. Don't know why they ever started an island over there, but a lot of things we started never got finished, and I don't know why. Friend built me this house. Really good house. We have the farms. A lot of things, a lot of villagers and iron golems we actually bothered naming. This was the little horse track racing we used to do, which Be interesting if that ever gets changed, because it might not on the other one, but who knows. This was a little fort, to, no idea why. I guess like little garrison kind of thing next to your village. Or villages, I guess. Yeah. There's now about 3 to 4 of us who play the better version, so not sure why there's a block there. Who play the, or are now on the new version, I should say, of this map, which I'm going to go over to in a second and show you. So yeah, this is this map. The very old, this technically is the 360 version of this map, because it hasn't been touched whatsoever since transferring it. Now I'm going to show you what we did in a second. Alright guys, so here we are with the 2.0 version, I guess you could call it. Most of this down here hasn't been changed. Actually, I tell a lie, this room has. I actually just changed this room last night. This bit's now things that you'll see were done in creative now, because we have it, and we thought we'd improve it. We do roleplay, but we're improving it. So, as in roleplay, I guess my guy, these are like new blocks, so my creeper here is studying them and using experiments. I'm not going to show you that room for reasons. There's nothing in there, nothing offensive. There's just like, well, no, there's nothing in there really. I don't know what I was going to do. So this is the room. As you might know, the whole place in here got redecorated. I have my office, and just from here, can anybody tell, other than the boats, because I might be obvious, what's new here? Also, I just want to copy this map for a second. So, yeah, you might be able to tell. You might not. I'm going to show you either way. Now, this is some of the plans I have, which may or may not get done. I honestly just felt like something cool to write down some plans what I have in mind to do. Okay, I'm just going to make it daytime as well. That's weather, because it's easier. And already you should be able to tell that this room. So the main buildings were done. This tree, we're not 100% sure if we're going to leave this tree here, because we don't really like it. Now, we got ads, and one of my friends have made a cult, the Cult of Eternal Flame, if you want to join. I wouldn't. Doesn't sound good to me. So, they should not be on, but one of my main friends, who's pretty much most of the time Izzy, or well, I say most of the time, he's the guy who builds most things that look way better than my stuff. And yeah, he redid the town hall. So yeah, he's still redesigning the thing's gone. Okay, we may have to add that back. What else has been done? Majorly, the farms got improved. We extended land, so like all this bit is where those ugly looking houses used to be. As well as we've got fancier, now moderner looking, I say moderner, more cleaner looking statues, I guess, which again most of my friends, well, one of my friends done. Jobs have gone in, and a lot of beds, because now that the villagers, you know, the villagers need it, as well as there's ads everywhere, you know. So, yeah, there's one of the pubs, which I didn't ever show, but I'm going to show you the inside, because it got redone up. It's not so squished, I guess you could call it. Most of these houses have been redone up and redesigned. Mostly just this area, to be honest. A lot, like all back there, that desert kind of area, all needs doing, which I guess we're gonna get over to eventually. So as you can see, all this was stone, which is now just covered with sand, because we don't remember why it was covered with stone in the first place. Random camp got rebuilt back up, and the cult has been busy. They took over the temple, and they're doing some stuff in there. It's all on the story, well, the roleplay kind of thing, I suppose. The farm, I don't remember if this farm got improved, but I can't remember. There was a lot of places where the villagers couldn't go, and so they couldn't go in this farmhouse, but now they're allowed, because these villagers are a bit more smart. So yeah, we've even extended it a bit, so they can go more places. To be honest, this fence. Who the? Okay. Not sure about that, but this fence can actually go, because I don't know why it's blocking this guy from moving. But anyway, yeah, that's the fence. Got guards coming up, because this was going to be like, this is the court area, and kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, but medical bay kind of thing. The central building got... Did it get the... I'm fairly certain I put these on to make it stand out a bit more, but I don't know if it did. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna actually complete it or not, but you know. I am. Got another bodyguard, there's something being built over there. The docks got a bit more upgraded. As you can tell, there's like 3-4 boats now too, which I am going to show off because, well, 2 of them are good, 1 of them's not that good. So this is for my characters. It's a creeper boat, I guess you could call it. And well, that's pretty much all I've got. The captain's cabin isn't that good. It's just got books, which I won't read because one of them's not exactly a decent readable book, should we say. So this is obviously the dragon's boat, and this is the one I'm not too pleased about, to be honest. I'm not sure, like all these purple blocks, I don't know if they look good. I should have just used, I reckon, purple, is it terracotta or the powder block? I can't remember what it's called because there's 2 different. No, terracotta is different. So yeah. Anyway, I made it. I think. No, okay. You can go down here. It's fine. The king's cabin. The king. Well, just a cabin, really. To be honest, there's no one. And the big thing, which people might have saw, which is currently still being built, by the way, is the man of war, which a friend of mine, who's actually the one who's done up most of the places again and made it look a bit more better, and you know, he's deciding to build a boat. For the roleplay, we have a king visiting, and this is the boat he's going to come on, which makes sense, I guess. The sails, don't worry, you might, if they think they're a bit small and won't push the boat, are being redone. I believe he's just testing them anyway and trying to make it look good, so they're still under the progress of being made, as long with all of the design for the ship and the cannons and all that. So this is what we got so far. It looks really good. I can't wait to see it being done. To be honest, it's making me want to build bigger boats. To be honest, because mine, as you can see, my boats are never as big or as long, and then you've got this boat which is long. I think that one's a bit longer because I normally don't do 3 things. I don't remember. Is it bad? I don't remember how I do bad. Yeah, that's really all I've got for you on this after and before map. which is honestly probably just going to be a one-off kind of thing. I like showing off what we've built on Minecraft maps. But I don't think I'll be doing it again anytime soon, to be honest. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I think it was this video, not this video, this building. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh yeah, I didn't show you the outside of this, my factory. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. But what I am going to do actually before I cut out is show you a special map I've been working on. It's, I guess you could say this is a bonus kind of thing. So I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, this is a map I think you might enjoy. It's got a lot of design kind of ideas of buildings that I want to make, but I'm like designing them in creative on a super flat world, and then putting them in either the survival or just I'm making them. So some buildings like this one my friend built, and I tried to copy it. I say tried, I copied it until I'm like, you know what, I feel like I can build it. This has been built, by the way. I did manage to do it myself. And yeah, most of these are the Viking houses I got off YouTube or designed myself, like that one over there. And yeah, it's not as big, this map, to be honest. I only started a couple of months ago. My friend's got one similar. It's way bigger because he's obviously worked on it more, and he's actually currently on it now, which I'd love to go on and show you guys, but well, obviously I'd need his permission. And you know, he might be like, actually I kind of don't want everything being shown, so that may or may never be a video, to be honest, and I'd respect, to be honest. But I'm not saying that I was even thinking about doing a video. I'm just saying it would be cool. But anyway, that's what I have. This is going to be a massive ocean in the end that I'm going to build boats on. As you can see, I've tried to build a bit of a bigger Viking boat than what I normally do. The sail didn't work, so I had to change it, and also the sail looks very thin, to be honest. But so I'm not sure if I'm happy with it. It's not finished, along with most things you see. So most of these things are just things I've seen off Instagram, which I thought looked cool, so I've copied as best as I can. I really like these stairs, to be honest. I don't know why. I want to try and copy it, but change the blocks a little bit. But also, I've got nothing to put these in a build, so who knows if I ever actually use them in a build, or if I just built them on here for the sake of it. So my friend was basically saying he's got this massive map like this, flat. He's just building stuff for his ideas, for villages or maps he's not even done and stuff like that. It's a really cool idea, and I wanted to do it. And he was like, well, I'm never going to delete the maps. Hopefully nothing goes wrong and I don't lose the maps. So I thought, really good idea. I kind of want to do that. Because I have loads of ideas which never actually, like builds, which never get built in survivals. So I could just build them on here and have them, even if they never get built. Like this house here is one that's never been built on a survival yet. As well, like the stairs, I guess. And this massive, I always wanted to build massive, big ass buildings. Skyscrapers, I guess you could call them, because they are. I'm just playing around with this one, but I want to have a couple more. And as well as, like, if I don't finish them, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, this is just build ideas. I don't have to finish them. And I kind of like it. It's really, really a good idea, to be honest, I guess is what I'm saying. And I like the way my friend had a massive path like this that goes, wasn't that big, and obviously different blocks. And then the side of the path to make it a bit more look better, I suppose. He had moss with all this. Totally robbed both of these ideas, or if not most of this map, off him. to be honest, because it was a really good idea and I did like the idea, so I used it. I ran past the map what I wanted to show you actually. So yeah, like this. So he's got basically this, and on the map this little texture with the moss here as well as the path looks really nice. So if anyone was wondering, so it's annoying because you have to kind of just like do this and you have to get rid of each block on Beyond. So my friend's done it a bit smaller and I just went crazy with it here. Just throw your stuff in and it burns the block. Is a lot easier. So that's the only reason for these, and they're going to be in all the corners. So we don't have to fly back all the time. Well, I say we. They are going to be on mine. I don't know if they are on his. I haven't been on his map in time, to be honest. But I think it's really cool. And yeah. That's all I have at the moment, to be honest. We do have the other survivor, which this village is on, and I'm sure I did at least one video of. We've not been on it in a while. And I don't know if I will, because obviously the wrestling game comes out tomorrow. For a special edition, which I accidentally bought. Because I said the wrong thing when I pre-ordered it. And the guy was like, what version did you want? And I don't know why, I just had like a moment of my brain's not working and said a version, got it, pre-ordered it. A couple of days later, I was like, so how much is it? I was like, well, how much have I got to pay actually? Because I forgot to check. Which, you know, you should always check, I suppose. So I checked and it was quite shocking when I actually realised what price I had. I did try and cancel it, but for some reason you could only cancel it online. You couldn't call them up and do it. And we did that and it wouldn't work. So in the end it's just like, you know what, I'm just going to pay it. I do want a game. I didn't really want it that early. Like I could have waited for the standard edition, to be honest. Especially because the rest of the games at the moment don't have a very good track record. So yeah. Well, that one doesn't work. Duh. Okay, it's fine. So yeah, that's the reason, I guess, why I accidentally have to pay a lot of money on that. So, but the main game, which I've been looking forward to for years, and I've somehow spoke to my friend about it, and he looked at it and was like, immediately, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. And I think my other friends are as well. But sadly, it's not online, which doesn't affect me, and I don't think it affects any of them, but it would be cool if it was. Is the Lego Star Wars, which comes out the 5th or the 4th next month, which is April. That's going to be a really great game. I'll be on that a lot. And there will probably be YouTube videos on that game too, because I like Lego games. I do videos on them. I think they go well till a certain point, and it's like, Especially since it's gonna be, to me, if you ask what is this Star Wars, I'm like, it's a Lego game, but in the version of GTA. And what I don't mean you can go and rob banks as Luke Skywalker robbing a bank, although that would be cool, and there's probably mods out there that have done that in GTA anyway. It's free roam, by the looks of it at least. It looks really free roam. You can fly to different planets and explore and do what you want. And random events happen, so say like, you, I can't remember what they call them. I think it's like hyperdrive or something like that. And they come out of it, or you come out of a jump from, like, you go to a planet and you come out so you know, you enter in orbit, and then out of nowhere, a Death Star, no, I can't remember, a Death Destroyer, I think they're called, could just come out, and you get X-Wings try and shoot you down and all that stuff, and you have to either invade or destroy them, I think I saw in a video. Like, stuff like that happens, and random encounters, and like side little missions you can do, which will probably be most of the videos on them, because I don't know if there'll be a video on like, oh, I'm doing a level video, but I don't know, I could be wrong, I might do it anyway. So yeah, really looking forward to it. There might be some videos on the wrestling, depends how good it is. There probably will be some on my my GM, possibly my faction with the weird card kind of game. However, I gotta be careful because obviously music copyright. In wrestling, there's loads of music, so I'd have to have the music. I'd have to turn the music off. So it's kind of, I gotta kind of work around it and play with it a bit and see how I could do videos on it. I know I used to do videos and add music, but nowadays it's like, I know what I'm doing now. I kind of feel like, I know what I'm doing. I don't want to make videos with music, even though most of them, I think, are probably copyright in a way. And that's honestly probably the big reason why I don't try and apply to make money. Because this was like months ago, probably just before Christmas. I was on the computer editing my channel and that, and then I saw something that's like, apply to make money. And you need like a certain amount of followers, which I don't have because I only have 21 to be honest, so I couldn't do it even if I tried. You also have to put up like a certain amount of videos, which at the time I thought, you know what, I could do that. But then thinking about it now, I probably wouldn't, so I'd probably never going to try and make money off it. If I made money, I'd have to make a new account, I think, because I think I'd be copyrighted. And I believe from other YouTubers you get 3 strikes and mine would all be gone, I reckon, so I'd be sued. So that's, that's... And honestly, we all know from a couple of months ago in the video, I was like, you know what, I'm done with YouTube. I'm not done. I decided I'm going to do a video every other month or so and just, have fun and not care anymore, which is probably the way you should be. And then if, you never know, if new people come to the channel and like my stuff, they can always go back and watch. Because I know it's going to probably sound daft, I go back and watch my own videos from time to time. And I'm going to start mumbling and actually let you guys get on with your days. And I'll see you in the next video and hope you enjoyed. And yeah.